Hi, sorry about that, everyone. Hi. Hi, everyone, and welcome back from the holidays. I hope that everyone had a really, really wonderful New Year. Today is going to be part 2 of our Spin into Gold series. So in the last one, we spun this roving, which I hand painted with some different colors of food coloring. This is Stroll Roving, which is 75% superwash merino, 25% nylon, and it just feels like a fluffy, fluffy cloud. Dyeing this roving was the first time I had ever used this specific one before, and sometime, it was close to my birthday, in mid-December, we spun our first batch of singles onto our first bobbin. So you can see them here. I didn't check. I think I meant to check the wraps per inch so I could tell you like how thin and thick they were, but I forgot. And in some of my distraction, I've been dealing with a frozen drain this morning, which hopefully will resolve so that way I can use my kitchen sink again, but we'll have to see. Anyway, I'm very excited to spend some time with my wheel, and clearly I need to adjust the camera because my distractions meant that I was not quite as ready to go as I thought. All right, we can see the wheel better now. I guess I have to crouch to get in. Let me see. Good morning, everyone. Sorry my voice is a little like scratchy. After the plane, I don't know what happened. Like, I don't feel sick or anything. My voice just went. So, oh my goodness. We got back yesterday morning at 4 a.m. because our flight was delayed 5 hours. So that was a bit of an adventure. But I am very excited to be back and spinning our roving for my sponsor, Marjorie. And so the end yarn will be, probably worsted weight, heavy worsted weight, 2-ply. And with the first bobbin, I spun it, I think I started with the blue and I did blue, pink, orange. And yes, these are the colors that Lucas picked out. He said he wanted purple, pink, and orange. And so oh gosh, I forget what Dye Pot Weekly number. Did I put a link? There might be a link to the other video yes, there's a link to the other video in the description of when I spun the first half and then when I dyed the roving. But he asked for purple, pink, and orange. And so this blue is a little more purple than it looks on camera. But anyway, I want to spin the second part slightly differently because when I ply these singles together, I'd like the colors to not line up. So I want it to be a little more of a twist. So I don't want to start with blue. I think I might want to do pink, then orange, then blue. I think might be the way that I want to do this. I need to think about this a second. So I did blue, pink, orange first. So if I do pink, orange, blue, all of them will be lined up. Okay, I don't know who that was. Sorry, everyone. Oh, I hope everyone's holidays were good and coming back from the holidays went smoothly, and that no one else has anything frozen. Oh gosh. Okay, I'm just separating this roving out. There'll be a tad bit of pink at the end, but I think I might be able to pull. No. A little more, that's bringing some flow in, that's fine. Okay, so we'll end with that. Yeah, oh gosh. All right, so we're gonna start with the pink. And the problem with having like some weeks in between spinning is that sometimes it makes it a little harder to remember exactly what I was doing. But this was so soft, it pretty much spins itself, so that's nice. Yeah, and then while I'm spinning, I plan, like, you know, you guys can, as always, ask any questions, and I'm going to chat a little bit about what I have planned for the new year. I was hoping to do some dyeing later today to film some Dye Pot Weekly episodes, but I'm not sure if I can do that without a kitchen sink. I use the, all the other drains are working, so that's good. So at least I'm only having an issue in one spot. But, oh, poor Keith. Did everyone have a nice holiday? Yeah, the Disney World on New Year's Eve day is pretty wild. Oh no! I'm sorry your water pump decided to quit on you. Okay. This is a bobbin that I've used for plying in the past. And oh, the wheel I'm using today is her name, I call her Sandry. She is a Kromsky Fantasia wheel. And I got it from Knit Picks. And there's a link to the wheel in the video description. You ate and drank way too much at Christmas. My Christmas was nice. We hosted Christmas Eve for my husband's family. And then, what? Oh, that would be why. And then we went to Disney World with my family right after Christmas. Because my husband's family was leaving the country. For a work trip. And so it's funny, since my family's Jewish, we usually never spend any of the winter holidays with them, just because they you know, my family, we usually do Thanksgiving with my family and then Christmas with my husband's family. But the kids loved it. But oh gosh, many presents. My living room, you can't see. So the couch is pretty clear, but there's still bags of wrapping paper all around there because we weren't home all day on Christmas Day, and then I was packing for our trip. So, yeah. But it was a really, really nice holiday. I got subscriptions to the New York Times and to the Washington Post, which are awesome gifts because now I can read more news. My mother-in-law, whenever, in the paper, there's anything, yarn-related, she clips it for me, which I think is really cute. But I'm excited to have, actual access to these news sites. And, oh gosh, what else happened? So, Disney World was amazing. The baby Ryder, who's 2, shortly, he struggled a little more because he didn't want to get in and out of his stroller. But Lucas really, really had a wonderful time and had really good behavior. So that was really, really nice for us. But yeah, I thought that I might have a little more time with the computer to respond to some comments and questions while I was gone. But I basically didn't open up my computer the whole time I was there. So if you've left a question or a message to me that I haven't responded to, just ping me again. If I've missed it, I've been trying to respond to YouTube comments all morning, so hopefully I got a lot of those. But yeah, I'm really excited for what's gonna come this year. There's already some Dye Pot Weekly episodes in the queue, so those are ready to go. And then yeah, I have 6 more sponsored videos to film. I have to ship out a few more of the sponsored sock blanks. And then, of course, Marjorie's lovely yarn I have to finish up. But then, yeah, we're close. I'm getting really close to the end of the physical rewards for the Kickstarter backers. So that feels pretty awesome. And, yeah, in some of these dyeing videos, my stash is slowly building up again. my stash of hand-dyed yarns. Ooh, I just edited a video last night that Lucas and I did. And I filmed it like on my cell phone, so it's a little different than normal. So we have like selfie mode, and it's a little more like, yeah, it was really fun. It was an impromptu, like I wanted to dye yarn one more time, but he was with me, so we decided to do something together. And I think that'll probably come out on Friday. So that was a lot of fun. But yeah, so I'm already planning another sock blank special. I think that I want to try to do one in February. I'd start working on that after I've finished the sponsored episodes for the Dye Pot Weekly Kickstarter campaign. Oh no, you thought it was 8 a.m. Eastern time? Oh, I'm so sorry. Yeah, when I set up the scheduled live streams, it then shows me the time in Pacific time. And so then I'm like, what? It's possible that like when I shared this, I might have had a typo. I hope I didn't, because then I'd feel really, really guilty. But yeah, 8 a.m. is usually pretty chaotic around here. So I don't usually start that early. But oh my gosh. Yeah, and so yeah, you guys have given me a lot of really nice suggestions for another sock blank special. And I have 4 commercial Knit Pick sock blanks left. And then I have a bunch of the ones that I've hand cranked from my Singer knitting machine. So I thought that, you know, I would use both some of the homemade ones in addition to the commercial ones, and use a lot of the suggestions that you guys have given me. And maybe I'll set up a poll or something so people can vote on which experiments you'd really like me to do the most. But that was so much fun. So I'm hoping to do this sometime in February, but it depends on how the filming the rest of the sponsored episodes go. Because one of my big priorities is to get the backers their physical rewards. But yeah, I've been having a ton of fun doing all this and making these videos. And I hope, so I think the rest of the sponsored videos will bring us through Dye Pot Weekly episode maybe 26 or 27. And then of course I have committed 100% to going through 35 episodes of Dye Pot Weekly. But I want to do more. I'm having a lot of fun, and I have a list of so many ideas from a lot of the questions you guys have given me. And so I really hope to keep it going. But man, my voice is weird today. I'm listening to myself and I don't sound like myself at all. I filmed last night a recap to the last live sock blank unraveling I did right before I left, right before the holidays. And again, my voice, I was like, what is going on? My voice just, maybe it was the plane or something. I don't know. Because it's not just me. Keith and Ryder also, all of a sudden our voices just went with no other symptoms. So I am sort of excited to get more snow. I wish that we would just get like a nice thaw, so that way I know my pipe would, what is making that sound? Something is clicking. Where is that? But it's not happening every time the wheel goes around. Maybe there's something underneath it I can't see. Yeah. Sorry, I was a little slow going, and I got started a little later because, you know, I was like, oh, I have 5 minutes. I'll sit down and, you know, try to see if I can see any, like, drain advice. Ooh, a sock blank with snow dye? That would be fun. Oh, yeah, we're going to get a ton of snow. I will totally do some snow dyeing, maybe, like, depending on how much snow we get tomorrow or something. Okay, Sandry, where are we? Oh, okay. See, I've got Maybe that was it. Come on, Sandry. Oh. Eek. See, this roving is really nice, but it really is like this fluffy cloud and kind of like sticks to itself almost. Where is that? Sorry, guys. Some technical... Oh, the wheel itself is wobbling. What? All right. Maybe we're good. You're really lucky. All you got is nope. Not. Okay, where am I? Yeah, the wheel is okay, guys. Let's see where is this loose? Maybe it's where I have it situated. Might need to do some maintenance. Okay, maybe if I shift. Yeah. Sorry, everyone. Let's see if... Yeah, so what's happening is the bottom of the wheel... See, this is, I guess you can't see, this is rocking that way. Do I have, all right, pardon me, I'm going to go see if I have easy access to I think it's I need a hex key, yeah. See if I can tighten that up so maybe the wheel will stop wobbling. I haven't had to readjust any of these things for a while. Oh gosh. Okay, you guys might think that this is hilarious. This is my screwdriver that I have down here, and I'm not sure if there's a hex, but I have to see if I can, like, rotate it. There we go. There's a hex right there. I got this as a Hanukkah gift from Keith. It's a little penguin screwdriver. Actually, that might have done it. Okay, let's see. All right, I think we're good. Probably actually had a hex key in my spinning kit. I like clear cosmetics bags to keep tools and stuff in for knitting and stuff, because then you can always see what's in there. But I knew that because Keith gave me my handy dandy penguin tool that I had something on hand. Yeah, I have no idea where he got it, and it was like, I just burst out laughing. He also gave me penguin shaped paper clips, which are adorable. I stuck one on our tree. Yeah, if you've seen in some of the other live streams our tree, I have a lot of... The first ornament that I ever had, the first ornament he ever gave me was a penguin ornament for my very first Christmas that I spent with him. And yeah, so then I could put it on his family's tree. And so that was really, really special. And then, I mean, we even got married at an aquarium and had our first dance around penguins. So that's great. And now I can put, you see the like feet come off, and then you store the pieces on the inside, but you have to like rotate it to find the different things. So it's hard to know exactly what's in there, but it's a cute little like decoration, emergency screwdriver. We don't have a basement. Our house is a slab. And so the toolbox is usually up on, like, we have a finished attic. So it's usually up there, which isn't easy when you need something quickly. Sometimes when I do a lot of plying with your wheel, the wheel loosens up. Yeah. I mean, I haven't tightened it. I don't think I've ever had to tighten it ever since I got the wheel. You can see that I have, well, maybe you can't see. I have some yarn because sometimes these things just kind of slip a little bit. So I have some yarn that helps with the squeaking and stuff. That was my personal hack, I guess, for that. But yeah, I hadn't, but yeah, I'm glad that I was able to fix that in not too much time. Oh. Yeah, so unlike wool, which feels like this fiber feels kind of silky, almost as though there were silk in it, but it's the nylon. So it's it drafts really, really nicely. And wool can draft nicely too, but I find this to be less, I mean, it's still sticky because it's, I mean, no, not sticky, but it'll still stick to itself, but maybe there's just less crimp or something. My spinning terminology is not perfect, but this fiber just drafts beautifully. And so I'm not having too much trouble. I forget what, I think I'm on the like 1 to 10 whirl, and then I'm spinning the wheel clockwise right now for any of those details. But yeah, you know, I've gotten so many messages in the last couple of weeks of people who decided to buy some sock blanks to dye along, or who got their first drop spindle or something to spin along. And these comments make me so excited. I'm really, really glad that I can make things seem easy and accessible, because, like, I mean, using a wheel is pretty easy. Is it easy to spin perfect lace weight singles? No. That's something that I'm hoping to work towards. But the rhythm of spinning is just so relaxing and so nice. So your wheel doesn't tighten? Well, yeah, I think Sandry is maybe 5 years old. Yeah, I got her for my 29th birthday, because then my eldest was born right before my 30th birthday, and so the wheel arrived before he did. And then I had my New Year's resolution right before. So I found out I was pregnant in February of, I guess, 2013. And so, but that my New Year's resolution that year was to reduce my stash. So any projects I did, that I could only buy more yarn if it was for a very specific project. And I think that, you know, I wanted 50% of my projects to use remnant yarns. And then I wanted to do, but I could buy roving and spin my own yarn for my stash. So that was my, like, rule to myself. But then when I found out I was pregnant, I then had a lot of specific things I had to knit. Because I didn't want to make stuff for the baby before I was pregnant, because I didn't want to, like, jinx myself. Let me show you guys what this is looking like. I'm going to bring you guys closer. Stop moving, wheel. I'm going to bring you guys closer for a minute.